Oh, there's a lady. Out, out. You're fine, you're fine. Grab it, grab it. Yep.
Hey everybody, Gunnison on the cover. Today is Thursday, October 18th, 2018, and it's a beautiful, sunshiny, windy day here in New Jersey. Very nice fall day. Temperatures in the low 50s right now, and I'm down in Union Beach, and I'll just give you a view of what I'm looking at out there, and let's see if we can zoom in. There you go. Got the Verrazano Narrows Bridge. Look at that, huh? Let's see if we can get some New York City in there for you. Oh, there's New York City right there. Look at that, huh? You know it's a clear day when you can see it like that. But, so I want to talk about canine dogs and the police. And what the canine dogs are really used for. And this has to do with a posting that was on Howell Township Police. There's the posting right there. If some of you recall, Howell Township Police Department here in New Jersey is the department that had a lieutenant by the name of, last name is Conte, C-O-N-T-E, and he was caught in a sting operation. Thought he was going to meet up with a 15-year-old to have sex. That's right, that's what I said. He thought he was going to have some sex. He brought condoms with him, and he got caught because it really wasn't a 15-year-old. It was one of his fellow gang members. They caught him. And this creep, he was also in charge of the SWAT team here at Monmouth County. Was, no longer. So anyway, Howell Township put a post on Facebook, and I will put the link in the description for you. And it reads as follows. Howell Police has been nominated for a K9 grant. Please help us win it. You did it before, let's do it again. So they're trying to get another K9 dog. So this is what I posted in there, and guarantee whenever I post anything on a police department Facebook page, it starts a firestorm, okay? The cop suckers, the blue goers, the cop lovers, whatever you want to call them, the cop apologists, lily whites, sheeples, whatever you want to call them, they come out of the woodwork at me. I'm like a magnet for them. So I posted, what do you need a dog for? So you can violate people's Fourth Amendment right by circumventing search warrants, or for letting the dog bite someone? Tell the community the real truth what canine dogs are used for. Maybe you could train the dog to sniff out child predators like Creepy Conte. By the way, why hasn't Creepy Conte been fired yet? Now, I got 2 thumbs up and somebody put a smiley face on it, so some people agree with what I had to say. So here we go. Get ready. This is from Chris Rizzo. Don't know him. So he has LOL. I see you comment on every post, and you are seriously uneducated about police work. Just like every other cop hater out there, Conte was arrested and out on bail under supervision. He's basically fired. Well, Mr. Rizzo, just because he was arrested and out on bail and supervision does not mean he was fired. Okay? He's been suspended without pay, but he's not fired. So technically, in my view, he still can get his pension, which he's old enough now and has enough time in my understanding to get it. So I still want to know why he hasn't been fired, because inside information tells me what the police told the public is only a portion of what they know about him. So that cop should be fired, because if you or I out there, people, did something like he did, our job would fire us. They would not want to be associated with it. So then we come down and we got a guy by the name of Alan Placer. His last name is Placer, and he says following. Dogs take down dangerous criminals that would otherwise put a person at risk. If you had a kid that was a cop trying to protect the community, you'd have no complaints. Dogs find illegal items. If our noses were as strong, it would be no different. Dogs build good community relations. Dogs cost less than people on your tax burden. Well, let's dissect what he has to say. Dogs take down dangerous criminals. That may be true, but they also bite the crap out of that alleged criminal and cause people lawsuits. I already reported on one recently about that, where the cop let the dog eat the crap out of the guy and he had to get 200 stitches. I think that one cost the taxpayers, what, $3 million? If you had a kid that was a cop trying to protect the community, you'd have no complaints. Well, cops do not protect. Cops enforce laws, okay? I've said this a gazillion times and I'll continue to say it. I've made videos about it. Cops do not protect. They enforce laws. The byproduct of enforcing that law may be protection, meaning if somebody's beating your little wussy ass up and the cop sees it and jumps out the car and pulls him off you, you've been protected. But he's not protecting you, he's enforcing laws. So get that propaganda story straight. Dogs find illegal items. If our noses were as strong as it would be no different. No, they use these dogs to circumvent search warrants. That's what they do. And often these dogs give false detections. And these handlers of these dogs get these dogs all excited, and then the dog's wagging his tail and goes crazy, and then that gives the cop the green light to go through your car and search it. And whether you got something in there or not, it's not the point. The point is, at what point does your Fourth Amendment right end? Okay, our founding fathers made these rights for a reason, okay? And these dogs, it's just another way of law enforcement trying to circumvent and get around it. I'd rather let the guy with the pot in the car get away than erode our rights, okay? Dogs build good community relations. No, they don't. If you ever lived next door to somebody with a dog that barks nonstop, which I have, there's nothing good about that, okay? And these dogs sit in those police cars and they bark the crap out. They just bark, and they destroy the car, okay? They piss, they get dog slobber all over the inside of the car. I've worked on these police cars with canine dogs in it. They're destructive. And I don't know how they build good community relations. That's nonsense. Other than it builds a good propaganda, because the cops get out there and say, oh, look at our dog got another hardened pot smoker off the street. Please. Dogs cost less than people on your tax burden. Well, that's because the dog does not draw a paycheck. The only cost to the public is the actual training of the dog. The dog's trained to give false signals and bite people. And then the only other cost to the citizen is to feed the dog and the veterinarian bill. And in some situations, the dogs do cost taxpayers money, because I can tell you the Department of Homeland Security has dogs and they house it over at a kennel right over here in Old Bridge, and you know taxpayers are paying for those dogs to sit there every night. Those handlers are not taking the dogs home. But I would agree with you on some limited aspect that the dogs do cost less until they bite the crap out of somebody and cause a lawsuit, which often they do. So I respond to Chris Rizzo. Officially, he has not been fired. His pension is still in place. That's what I said to him, which is what I just said before. And then I respond to Alan Placer, who is the pro-doggy guy here. Alan Placer, police do not protect. They enforce laws. Keep making excuses for giving up your rights. Police love people like you. So then we got a real ding-a-ling here. Sonia Rihanna. Her last name is spelled R-I-A-N-A. And she says, you, sir, ha-ha, are a bumbling fool. And she got one thumbs up. I know, am I really a bumbling fool? I think I know more than you, Sonia. So I responded, Sonia Rihanna, and you are a name caller. She's a name caller. She called me a name. That's what they do. See, when they don't have an argument, they call names at you. Call you cop hater, a-hole, bumbling fool. That's what they do. All right, so let me know what you think about canine dogs. And my position is that they're used to circumvent the Fourth Amendment right, to circumvent and get search warrant without getting search warrants to get into your car. That's primarily what they're used for. And the other purpose that they use is when a cop has to chase you, because most of them are too fat to run, they let the dog run off. And then the other thing they do is they let the dog take the bullet. They don't take the bullet. They let the dog take the bullet. Let's see if there's anything else on here. So I put the link here to this in the description box. I would encourage everybody who has an opinion about canine dogs to go to Howell Township Police Department's posting there and respond to that. Let them know what you think about the canine dogs, and maybe you could express yourself to these cop lovers here. I'm going to use the name, these blue goers, cops apologists, whatever you want to call them. Alan Placer, he didn't really take name calling at me. Actually, I like what Alan Placer did. He presented his argument, which is fine with me. I don't take a problem with that. I got a problem with people like Chris Rizzo sit here and tell me I'm educated and don't know police work. And I have news for you, Rizzo. I don't know whether you're a cop or not or what, but you know what? In my 58 years, I've been around police, okay? There was a time in my life where I was around them every day. So I know a lot more than you think, Mr. Rizzo. Okay, this is Gunnison Undercover. Let me know what you think in the description. Not in the description. Why do I say it all the time? Let me know what you think in the comments. Like, share, subscribe, follow me on Facebook. I'll put this posting in Facebook. It's not there yet, but it will be there shortly. And you can always reach me at Gunnison Undercover. Until next time, be well, be safe, and always record and watch the police. They need to be watched. That's the only way we're going to keep them in check. We got to keep our eyes on them. We got to watch them. Till next time.